Hello everybody, I hope that you are good. Today we are going to study a new lesson, which is the lesson of the present continuous. We are going to study, of course, the affirmative and the negative form of the present continuous. So let's get started. Firstly, we are going to read the following text. Now, what is the type of this text? Yes, this is a letter. That's great. So let's read it. Dear Jim and Joyce, Marrakesh is fantastic. We are walking in Jam Al Fna. Many things are happening. We love Gnawa. They are dancing and playing good music. A man is playing with very big snakes. We are enjoying everything in Marrakesh. It's a pity you aren't with us, Paul and Laura. Okay, before we move on, let me ask you this question. Who wrote the letter? That's great. Paul and Laura wrote this letter. To who they wrote it? Yes, they wrote it to Jim and Joyce. Great. Where are Paul and Laura? Where are they? Good. They are in Marrakesh. Great. What are they doing? They are walking in Jam Al Fna. That's good. Okay. Let's move on to the first activity. I want you to complete the following sentences from the text. Please go back to the text and stop the video and try to complete the sentences in your notebook. So, let us check the correction. Number 1, Paul and Laura are walking in Jam Al Fna. Number 2, Gnawa are playing good music. Number 3, a man is playing with very big snakes. Number 4, we are enjoying everything in Marrakesh. I hope that it was clear. Let's move on to the next activity. Okay, now we are going to complete the following grammar table. As you see, this table includes full forms, the short forms, and the negative forms. Okay? The first example is I am visiting. The short form, I'm visiting. The negative form, I'm not visiting. Okay? So let us do the second example, the full form. You are visiting. Okay, the short form, you're visiting. The negative form, you're not visiting. Okay? Is that clear? So please stop the video and try to complete it in your notebook before checking the correction. Let us move on to the correction. So the full form, I am visiting, you are visiting, he is visiting, she is visiting, we are visiting, you are visiting, and they are visiting. The short forms, I'm visiting, you're visiting, he's visiting, she's visiting, we're visiting, you're visiting, they're visiting. Negative forms, I'm not visiting, you're not visiting, he's not visiting, she's not visiting, we're not visiting, you're not visiting, and they're not visiting. Is that clear? So let us move on to, or let us find the form of the present continuous. Okay, look at the girl in the picture. She is wearing a jacket. Repeat. She is wearing a jacket. That's great. Okay, let us see the form of this sentence. Okay, she is the subject. Okay, we have plus the verb to be, plus verb, plus the ing form. Okay, so let us focus on the form of the present continuous. We have is. Is, of course, the verb to be. And we have the verb to wear plus verb and ending with ing form. So plus the ing form. This is the form of the present continuous. Is that clear? That's great. So let us move on to another activity. Okay, we are going to see some pictures and try to know what are the following people doing now. Okay, first picture. Look at the picture. What are Sarah and Lina doing? So try to think of a sentence using, of course, the present continuous. Great. Sarah and Lina are talking. They are talking. Next picture. What are the children doing? That's great. The children are playing football. Good. Next picture. Look at the girl in the picture. What is she doing? What is Selma doing? Okay, the sentence is Selma is reading a book. That's great. Okay, let us move on to practice number 1. Write the correct form of the verb between brackets. Example, Paul and Laura, the verb stay, in a hotel. Okay, the correct form is Paul and Laura are staying in a hotel. Is that clear? So please stop the video and do it in your notebook. So let us check the correction. Number 1, Paul is visiting جمع الفنا. Number 2, they are enjoying their holidays at this moment. Number 3, look there, Gnawa are dancing and jumping. Number 4, the snakes are looking at the flute now. So, notice that we use the present continuous when we are talking about something that is happening now or at this moment. Okay, so you are going to find this expression in the sentences now or at this moment. Okay, so let me repeat it. We use the present continuous to talk about something that is happening now. Is that clear? Or at this moment? So I want you to do this practice. Look at the pictures and complete the sentences. Let us do the first example. They are drawing. That's good. They are drawing. Look at the next picture and pictures and try to do it in your notebook. Okay, let us do again this good practice. I want you to look at the picture and write some sentences about what are the people doing. Let me give you an example. Look at Cindy. Cindy, what is she doing? Cindy is writing. That's good. Now I want you to look at the other people and try to write a sentence using the present continuous of what are they doing. Is that clear? That's great. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson and that it was clear. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.